Good afternoon. I'm pleased to present the very first in what is hoped to be a long-running programme titled Handy Hippo Crafts video series. With each of the series, our aim is to inspire, inform and generally help you with your crafting projects, whether it be that you're a new crafter or you've been crafting for a long time. There are always new products, new thoughts on how to do things, new innovative mediums to work with. There is so much going on in the craft world. Besides being informative, we would also like to offer a little bit of fun into the mix, and I will explain that in detail a little bit further on. My name is Kay Maud and I am the host of this series. The series being called the ABC of Card Making. As the series progresses, I hope that you will follow me until this series has run its course. It will be a series of 8 videos, and during that time it is my aim to promote products, to help with any queries should you contact me directly, to inspire you and hopefully give you some great techniques to feel that you are able to go out and start your own crafting process. There are no rights or wrongs. This is merely offering you the opportunity to learn a few skills to improve your own card making capabilities. There will be several design team members popping into the series. I myself am a design team member, and I hope that you will feel you can join me in each of the forthcoming videos. If as the series progresses you would like to contact me, then I do have a channel on YouTube, and my name there is Kazikins1. Sorry, it's a bit of a mouthful. Failing that, you can always contact the Handy Hippo Craft channel, which is also on YouTube, and messages can then be picked up by myself if perhaps you've not understood something clearly, or there is something else that you feel I need to explain in the processes. The little bit of fun is going to be a game called Build the Sentence, which we're all really excited about. There are 8 episodes in the ABC of card making, and as you watch each of the episodes there will be a mystery word which will appear on the screen. Now, if you follow the series on my YouTube channel, Kazikins1, you will not unfortunately see these words come up on the screen. To collect the series of words you need to go to the Handy Hippo Craft channel, and on there the word will be put into the video at some point. It does mean you need to watch the whole of the 8 series just to be sure that you don't miss out on any of the words, and then at the end of the series there will be enough words there to make a sentence. Once you've found the sentence, you will then need to log on to the Handy Hippo Crafts with your entry. There will be a deadline for entries, and you will write out your answer at that point. All the right answers will then be collected together and they will be drawn in a separate video and the winner announced. And the prize for this, were you to be lucky enough to win it, is £20 to be spent on the Handy Hippo site. So there's a lovely little incentive to at least follow the series, get the sentence together and submit your entry. You do need to be signed up with the Handy Hippo website, which is featured here, www.handyhippo.co.uk, and that is there for the members who are following this series. There is a disclaimer that I need to make you aware of, and that is that none of the design team members or people that actually work within Handy Hippo are eligible to enter this competition. To play the game, you have to be a subscriber to the Handy Hippo's YouTube channel, as I've already stated, and you need to register there. And as I said, the Handy Hippo gift voucher will be in the amount of £20 to spend as you wish on what you wish within the Handy Hippo site. And just to give you a little insight as to how vast that arena is, there are 8,000 unique craft supplies, 37,000 items in stock at any one time, and 65 top brands available. So there is a huge, vast amount of choice. You'll probably find that the £20 will go some ways to purchasing a nice little setup for your own craft purposes. Postage is from £2.29 and Handy Hippo are proud to offer a 30-day no query return policy, which is an excellent deal. It really, really is. Now, the aim of today's episode, or the first episode rather, is to talk about a very basic thing, which is the GSM of card and paper. Now, there is no great mystery to this. GSM simply stands for grams per square metre, and that is a universally recognised measurement for card and paper. There are various weights in paper. For example, if I hold up this for you, which is just an ordinary computer paper, the average GSM for this printing paper is around 80 GSM, so 80 grams per square metre. So if you imagine a square metre of this laid out and then cut into A4 sizes, basically and very approximately each page weighs 5 grams, which makes it around 80 GSM. I can't do the math for you, but I am trying to make it quite simple for you. So 80 to 120, obviously the heavier the GSM is, the weightier the paper is, and in this particular arena, weight means quality. So the less GSM you have to work with, the less quality there is in the fabric of the paper, basically. So if I say to you, this is 80 grams, clearly a paper, it's not a card, and it's very important at this stage to recognise the difference. This grade is ideal for inserts, for perhaps a bit of matting and layering, which I'll explain in another series. Basically, you're just piling up materials as you would if you were making a Victoria sponge cake, basically. And the better the quality of the cake ingredients, the better the outcome. Apologies for the traffic sound. The average paper, as I say, is 80 to 125 grams, and that is quite important to know. It's more important when you are choosing the materials that you want to make your greeting cards with, and there are several considerations to make when you are selecting what you want to choose, whether it be just say for instance a child's birthday party and you just want to make something that is very basic, very simple, just to invite your son or daughter's children around for an afternoon tea, then you wouldn't particularly want to make that an expensive project. You could look for something in the region of 130 to 140 GSM, which is, no, this one is, there is a lighter one. At 130, 140, it really is very, very flimsy. It would probably give you the feel of a folded envelope. It's not huge, but for invitations that you just are wanting to get out there quickly, it's enough. If, however, you want something with a bit more oomph to it, we'll say for the sake of argument, this is 250 GSM. This is sold on Hippo. It's a pre-scored card and it is what is known as the A6 size. So basically this has come from an A4 sheet of paper. If you fold that A4 sheet of paper in half, it's C5. So that is a C5 card. One A4 sheet of paper folded in half. As a C6 piece of paper, you have your C5 size, and if I fold it that way so as not to confuse you, that then becomes the C6. If you notice, this is pre-scored and this pack comes with envelopes, so it's a jolly good choice. And for children's invitations in general, this is excellent value. You have in here, where does it on there? I think there are 25 cards in this pack with the envelopes. It might even be 50, apologies. I've lost the demarcation on it. But at the end of the day, the card stock is 250 GSM, the envelopes are 100 GSM. They fit in together beautifully, so that would make an excellent pack to buy for a series of invitations. It would also make nice cards if you're just starting out, because it's got a nice feel to it. It's just not as sturdy. You wouldn't, for instance, want to use this on a wedding invitation or something of that nature, a ruby wedding celebration, for example, because with the lighter weight card as well, you have to be very, very careful about what you actually put on the card, because the lighter the card, the less it is likely to stand up if you embellish it. And by embellish I mean put too many things on it. It just won't stand the wear and tear and weight of heavy things. So that's an excellent buy for that kind of thing. Then this card pack, again, it's a large card pack, and I think again there has to be around 50 in this pack. These are different colours, as you can see: pink, blue, yellow and green, and they've got matching envelopes for each side. Yeah, there are 50 in here, beg your pardon, and 50 in the first one I spoke about. I've just seen the number on the front here. You'll have to excuse me, this is the first video out and I am trying hard not to make any mistakes, so bear with me. Anyway, this is a 50 pack and it is absolutely excellent quality. The card stock again is 225. It's slightly less than the pink, but again ideal for invitations, for cards if you wanted to make little card gifts for your children's friends at school or what have you. Again, it opens up like this, or it opens from left to right, and then it's just about like putting something on the inside by way of a verse, which we'll cover in a later video. So these two are excellent quality for day-to-day general card making. Another excellent buy if you were wanting something for a special occasion, perhaps a birthday or a wedding anniversary, are these trifold cards, which have got an inbuilt aperture with them, which is ideal because what you do is affix on this side of the card with the image facing out, then put that cover over it to secure it, and then you close the card. That amounts to quite a significant GSM when it's all together. Then you put your insert inside, and that allows for quite a bit of extra decoration. This is a pack of 5 aperture cards with envelopes. Again, a great buy because envelopes bought needn't necessarily fit the card that you've made. This way you're guaranteed that your card will fit snugly into the envelope and you won't have any further problems. You have enough cards and envelopes to keep the set complete. Then there are these cards on the site. Now these happen to be quite a favourite with me. This is the best quality GSM. This is the 300 GSM. Again, they're pre-scored, which is ideal. You can tell the quality of the card purely by that crease process. In another series I will talk about getting the best crease for your cards. In poorer quality cards, I have to say I have encountered quite significant problems in that you make the crease, you fold your card and the card splits. Sometimes that is down to the fact that perhaps you've scored it incorrectly, and by scoring I do mean to put this crease through it. Other times it can just be that the card is not the best quality or it's not finished very well and the fibres split when you crease the card. But this one again is very, very good. It's a pack of 10 with its envelopes. With this kind of card you have several options. Again, you could just put something at the top here and a sentiment at the bottom. Again, it opens left to right, or you can have it on the landscape, which is what this outlook is called, and it just lends itself to a lot of interesting things. You can stamp on it, you can add embellishments to it. These are all things that we'll deal with later on. And then in the actual packs of cards, excuse me opening this, I thought I'd opened one already. We have another aperture card. This is very much like the oval one I showed previously. This is a 5x7 trifold card, again of superb quality. It's the 300 GSM, as you can see, and this time there's a little square window at the top. This kind of aperture lends itself beautifully to having a single sentiment, or perhaps someone's photograph if you wanted to be that imaginative, and perhaps then decorate it with their favourite flowers, sentiments, whatever you care to do really. Again, this is all pre-scored, so you have no worries about lining up the card, getting it all to be even. You can actually fold it anywhere you like. Again, there is no damage in the creases, and you have matching envelopes. These are all acid free, which means you can use pretty much any craft medium on the card. It's not going to alter the colour, it's not going to affect whatever you put on it in a negative way, which is fabulous news, because not all cards lay claim to that, particularly some of the handmades that absorb fluid and they tend to wrinkle and not be perhaps as serviceable as you would like them to be. The final option you have in your card making is to actually go for something that comes pre-cut, such as these two cards here. There is a myriad of different cards available: embossed paper, embossed card, hammer card, which looks as though literally somebody has just hammered the back of it and caused, I don't know if the camera will pick up on this one, this kind of bubbly effect on the card. Then there's a silk effect. There are so many. This card is actually pearlized. It is absolutely beautiful. It's not a double-sided pearlized. You have your pearl on one side and plain on the inside. So you do have to take that into consideration when you're planning your project. And then these two again are excellent, excellent quality. This one, I would say, I don't have any GSM on these, I don't believe. I'll just check the packet. No, this one is Centura Pearl, and this has to be 280, even 300. I'm more inclined to think the 280 GSM, and the white one the same, between 280 and 300 GSM, which makes it excellent, excellent quality. When you are deciding what you want to buy, you have to consider what you're going to use your card for, who you're actually making the card for, what their particular preference is, whether you want to put their name on it, or the date, or a number for a birthday. All those kind of things need to be taken into consideration in the planning phase. There are so many aspects to card making, but hopefully when you're choosing a card, I've given you a good insight into what to look for and what is available to you. So thank you very much for watching this first episode. Do look out for the secret word on the Handy Hippo Craft channel, and I shall look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.